There's no such thing as work-life balance. None!
Just fucking do it. Subscribe now.
But I mean, he's smart. He's not. But some of the speed bumps that you're manufacturing, he never had. Almost everything that you've asked me didn't happen to him. Almost everything you've asked me doesn't happen to anybody. I mean, nobody. Just as Josh said, I mean, I was going to bring up the board if he didn't, but he brought up the board because he felt, not guilt, that's the wrong word, but kind of, he used these guys, and he said it politely and professionally. He used them in the beginning, but then, he brought them out for what he offered him, and which was not pennies on the dollar, but maybe dimes on the dollar, and they took it. Now, see, I wouldn't have taken it. I would just say, fine, I'm a shareholder, and I'll wait till the IPO, and I'll make millions. But most people will take the money. The things that you worry about don't happen. They just don't happen. And because there's no guarantee, and he's not advertising he's going public, but those 4 or 5 board members that had between 2 and 7%, when the IPO happens, whenever it happens, I sold out for tens of thousands or maybe a few 100,000, and my stock could have been worth, 10 million, 20 million, 40 million. But that's not the concern. It's like when you're a little kid in the dark. I was afraid of the dark when I was a little kid. You see shit that is not there. You see shit that's not there. Well, I mean, you're in the dark emotionally, and you see shit that doesn't happen. I mean, you'd think after all my thousands of transactions, some of the shit that you asked me would have happened. But it doesn't. Sometimes I think, I said this a few years ago to Sally, I'm in a different world. I mean, the kids ask you ask different questions now. The last 10, 15 years, you ask different questions than the kids asked in the 90s and early 2000s. And I get tired of saying it, but the kids in the 90s and early 2000s weren't afraid. Just imagine trying to do this with none of the tools that you have. No fucking webinars. No fucking templates. Nothing. And my stuff didn't start being free on my website till 2008, 7 or 8. So the people that came from 93 to 2007, and we didn't give the slides. We didn't have all those slides. How did all those guys, and Whipple and Dan Locke aren't jealous about it, but as Locke says, you might as well do the fucking deal for him, Mr. Peña. Jesus Christ, you do everything else. Because they were hungry. They were just hungry.